The Neeralta grain bag extractor is designed to empty bags quickly with the least amount of work. This video is a step-by-step tutorial and will get you on your way to farming faster. Before we get started, there are a few features that set the Neeralta extractor apart in the industry. One is that it will roll up the entire grain bag as it empties it, making a clean bale of plastic out of any bag size up to a 12 foot by 500 foot. Another is that the extractor has its own hydraulic drive wheels, making for less stress on the grain bag. When in operating mode, the extractor is run by remote control. The remote operates the winder wheels to roll up the plastic, the drive wheels, the elevator, and the four-way swivel spout on the auger that fills the truck. When the extractor is in transport position, it's folded forward, lifting the hydraulic drive wheels off the ground. In this position, you can pull it at highway speeds on its transport tires. With your tractor, back the extractor in position in front of the grain bag and use the tractor hydraulics to tip it into the operating position. The tipping cylinder has a lockout valve to use while in either transporting or operating mode. When the extractor is fully vertical, use the valve bank to extend the truck loading auger. There's a safety bar holding the elevator in place. Remove it and store it on top of the elevator. Cut the top and bottom of the grain bag open, even with the grain inside. Spread the bag tails apart and back the extractor cross augers into the grain using your hand remote. Roll up both sides of the bag and bring them together above the elevator. The extractor has a spool of rope mounted on it. Use that rope to tie a slip knot on the ends of the bag and pinch the other end of the rope between the cones on the bag roller. There's a cylinder on each side of the bag winder that locks it tight together. Before rolling any plastic, use the valve bank on the extractor to make sure those lock pins are in the down position. At this point, you're ready to turn on your PTO and start moving grain. Use the drive wheels to back the extractor into the bag and lift the bag using the winder. You'll notice the bag is only cut on the bottom side of the elevator, keeping the moisture out of the bag if you leave the extractor hooked up for an extended period of time. The bottom of the elevator has a paddle chain breaking up any matting or germinated grain in your bag. If you don't want to break it up, lift the elevator a little higher during operation and you can still cut open the sides of the bag vertically to remove any unwanted product. As you empty the bag, regulate your speed so that the bag is 1 to 2 feet from the drive tires for optimal performance. Once you get to the end of the bag, pull it tight around the cross augers to allow it to fully empty before ripping or cutting the plastic. If done correctly, you should have no more than a couple bushels of grain left on the ground that can be shoveled into the cleanup port under the first step on the extractor. There's a spool of twine on the extractor to tie to the end of the bag. Keep winding the bag so that the twine is wrapped around the bale, keeping it tight. Drop the bag guide gates and raise the elevator to the height of your truck bed. Lift the locking pins and spread the cones on the winder. The plastic bale will roll into the back of the truck, ready to haul away. The Neeralta extractor can be run by one person, and with practice, many of our customers spend some of that time operating from inside their tractor. For more information, refer to your owner's manual or give us a call at 1-866-497-5338.